Okay, this is going to be my review of, excuse me, Doctor Who Last Christmas. This is pretty good. This is in terms of Doctor Who Christmas specials. This was pretty good. I think there are some flaws to it. There are some flaws that I'll talk about. But on a whole, I didn't walk away from this episode going, that really sucked. Because I've rewatched Time of the Doctor, Matt Smith's last story. I look back on that and I was like, God damn, there are a lot of problems with this episode. Thank God Matt Smith really sells it here. So, what was I going to say? Again, this was not, this was, the greatest Christmas special ever. I still give that to my personal favorite Christmas episode is Christmas Carol. Matt Smith's first Doctor Who Christmas special. That's probably my favorite out of all of them. But that's just me, though. This might be a close second, now that I think about it. This might... Actually, no. I think a close second for me would be The Next Doctor. And I know that one has some flaws, too, but I just like it because I really just love David Morrissey's performance as the quote-unquote Doctor. And I love how he plays off Tennant, so I think that one might be my second favorite, but Christmas Carol is my first favorite. Anyway... So, this episode is pretty much, there will be spoilers here, and I know the episode came out a few days ago, so, as always, if you don't want to be spoiled, you can either pause it, watch it on TV, online, or, you can hit the back button and wait, or, I'm just going to give everyone a few seconds. Okay, if you're still here, I'm guessing you either want to be spoiled, or you've already seen the episode. So let's talk about the monsters of this episode, the dream crabs. There was a part of me that really wanted the Dream Lord to be behind this, the whole dream, because this does feel a lot like Amy's Choice, doesn't it? This really does, the whole choosing between what is real and what is a dream, that really just feels like, man, I would really love it if they brought Toby Jones back as the Dream Lord and really have it, because the Doctor's been quite dark. So I think it would be really awesome that he's subconsciously trying to conquer the world. His subconscious is back and it's trying to take over the world with dream crabs. I was kind of hoping that the Dream Lord would show up, but the dream crabs literally are face huggers, and I love how they call it out too. Like one guy who's actually played by Patrick Troughton's other son. His first one was in Midnight. But his I can't remember his name, but it is Patrick Troughton's other son. I think it's his youngest son or his oldest son. It could be one of them. But yeah, he literally says they look like face huggers, and the Doctor's like, what? From Alien? You literally called it a horror movie Alien. No wonder everyone wants to invade you. You're so racist. I was like, that is one of my favorite lines from Doctor Who now. God, I love that Alien reference, and I love how they called it out. That these things do look like facehuggers. And, yeah. Again, Peter Capaldi's performance as the Doctor is nothing short of amazing. And another thing that this episode reminded me of, it kind of reminded me of a IDW comic called Doctor Who: The Forgotten, which is literally a David Tennant story where he meets the other 9 Doctors, and he's in a dream world of his own making, and the TARDIS is subconsciously helping him. It's a very good story. I think it's IDW's best story, Doctor Who comic book story ever. That's my personal opinion, but yeah, I'm not alone in that one, though. But anyway, I'm getting off topic again. I really did like Capaldi's performance, and Jenna Louise Coleman, she's just not getting, I know she can be good. I really liked her in Flatline. That was probably one of my favorite episodes of Series 8. But this, she's just annoying again. Because I don't really know who writes her. She's been very inconsistent these past few episodes, this past season. And I've just been like, man, they just don't know what to do with her. It's almost as bad, keyword almost as bad as Rose Tyler in Series 1 and, Series 2. They had a handle on her on Season 1, But then, series 1, but then, it all kind of went to shit when, with Tennant's first season. And I hate to say that, too. But anyway, let's talk about Clara real quick. Let's talk about Clara. The one reason I don't really like Clara's performance in here is because she's just, there's a moment in here where the doctor, the one thing that keeps these people, keeps these creatures away from you is that you don't think about them. Don't think about them. And what it's really and Clara and the doctor are trying to not think about them, and the doctor's like, think of Danny, think of all the stuff you do with him, and she slaps him and she's like, how dare you, Danny's dead. Well, the doctor didn't know that. Why did you hit him? He didn't know. Rather than go flying off the handle. Why? I understand. Yeah, you're still grieving for Danny, but seriously. Don't take it out on, just don't go flying off the handle and slap him and just say, like, oh, it's the doctor's fault. And that's kind of, when the doctor admits that he never found Gallifrey after what the Master told him in the end of Series 8, he's, he admits it and he's like, look, I did it because I honestly thought you and Danny would be happier without me. And he doesn't go flying off the handle. He's just like, look, I did it because you told me Danny was still alive. That's why I didn't want to bring you anywhere. Because, well, you're gone. I wanted you to have a happy life. So, yeah, just did not like how they handled. And Clara, just again, she's just so she's just kind of grating on my nerves. And I know she can be a good character. Again, going back to Mummy on the Orient Express and Flatline, which I really love those episodes, as you can tell. Anyway, so moving on from that, let's talk about the other characters we saw in here. They're not given much, and here's the thing, I wanted to care about these characters, but they don't give you anything to care about till the end of the episode. And I feel like that just felt like, oh, you're just pulling at my heartstrings for the sake of pulling at my heartstrings, because they... one character, this old woman, who turns out to be a grandmother in a wheelchair, they don't even allude to that. I wish they kind of alluded that, because they don't really give them a lot of screen time. They give the blonde girl some love, but they don't really do much with her. But yeah, it's revealed that she's been dreaming and she wants to walk around. I wish, really, that they, kind of built more on these characters. Hell, you had Patrick Troughton's, one of Patrick Troughton's sons in here, the second Doctor. The son of the actor who played the second Doctor. Why didn't you give him more to do? Hell, you gave, Davies and the rest. Well, I don't think it was Davies who wrote Midnight. I could be wrong, though. But yeah, he got a lot to do in Midnight. So why didn't you just kill him off in this episode? His other, his brother in this episode. I don't know. That just irks me the wrong way. That just really does irk me. And I feel like, the whole dream sequence, oh, it's a dream within a dream within a dream within a dream within a dream. That gets old. It's really hard to play that up. Inception got it right, but here's the thing. You can't just keep saying, it's a dream, it's a dream, it's a dream, it's a dream, because that gets old. That just feels like a Deus Ex Machina, out of the hat, oh, it was just a dream the whole time. But thank God, they did not pull, oh, everything in Series 8 was a dream sequence. I was so happy that there was like, oh, thank God. I would be so pissed off if, Moffat said, oh, nothing in Series 8 happened. It was all a dream. Ta-da! That would have pissed me off so bad. And for one quick second, I thought that was going to happen, because the Doctor wakes up in, the lava pit, where it was kind of like the same set from Death in Heaven and Death in Heaven and what's Dark Water. But, yeah, thank God they didn't do that. Ugh. Man, I was like, phew. Anyway. What was I going to say? I think I've been putting this off too long. Let's talk about Nick Frost as quote-unquote Santa Claus. It's revealed that he's really more of he's a subconscious construct from everyone who's being affected by the dream crabs. But on the other hand, he is so cool as this. Nick Frost is such a cool Santa. He's this very smarmy but still very kind-hearted character. He's very sweet, but at the same time he can be he can be kind of a smart aleck, especially to the Doctor. And for another second, I thought, oh, it's really the Doctor's really Santa Claus trying to help the others, and the quote-unquote Doctor is really the Dream Crab trying to keep everyone in the dream. Again, I thought they were going to go with that route, but they didn't. But, yeah, I thought it was really cool to see, and it's kind of weird, too, because I was thinking, well, they've alluded to in Doctor Who, this current series and the classic series, that, the Doctor knows Santa Claus. The Doctor's friends with him. So I'm kind of surprised that, the Doctor's like, oh, you're not Santa Claus, this and that. It's kind of like with Robin Hood, that he was so eager to believe that. Because maybe it's because he, maybe there's something off. Because maybe they kind of allude to at the end that maybe there is a real Santa Claus. And I love how they bring up the science of Santa Claus, like, yeah, I can't do that in one day. I have squads. I have, my own Santa Corps. I kind of want that as a comic now. Go ahead, Image. Make the Santa Corps. I want that. Anyway, we also have the two elves. I'm forgetting one actor's name, but the other is Dan Starkey, who most of you guys would know better as Strax. So I thought it was really cool to see Dan Starkey being outside of the Strax prosthetics, and he has some very comical lines. I really enjoyed how they all kind of play off of each other. I really do. But there are some flaws, but I did like that one scene where, the Doctor comes back to Clara, and it's revealed that he's been gone for 62 years, and they have this scene where it's kind of like a role reversal of Time of the Doctor, and I really liked it, but then I was like, and then, it's a dream, and I was like, God damn it! You can only do that like I said, you can only do that so many times before it gets annoying, and I feel like they really did it to the point where it's annoying. So, yeah. But did I like this? Yeah, I did. But do I acknowledge there were flaws to this? Absolutely. Having said that, though, I don't know, this might be in my top 5 favorite Christmas specials. That's just me, though. But you guys tell me, what did you guys think of Doctor Who Last Christmas? Oh, I can't believe I forgot this. I cannot, before I end this, I need to talk about one thing. I just need to talk about one thing, and that's the appearance of Danny Pink. And it's Clara is in a dream state, and she's dreaming about being with Danny again on Christmas. And when the Doctor goes in to save her, he's talking about Danny Pink died saving the world, and then the quote-unquote Danny Pink is like, I didn't do it to save the world, I did it to save her, you all just got lucky. To which I respond with, now that doesn't seem right, because if this is a dream construct created by these dream crabs who literally eat people's brains, wouldn't it be more like the Danny construct would be more like, no, you're not, he's lying, he's the bad entity, or whatever. I just feel like, or maybe, they don't really explain how exactly, they don't go into full detail how these dream crabs, I know they have a different name, but they just call them the dream crabs, how exactly they manipulate people's dreams. All they do is just put a little thing in your head and start slurping up your brain, slowly digesting it, which, yeah. Again, I'm like, wouldn't you be technically dead if, amino acids entered your brain? I don't know, it's science fiction. I'll give it a pass because, again, science fiction. So, anyway, so once again, I hope you all enjoyed this. A few things did, really just make me go, well, that was, Anyway, but I did like this. So you guys tell me, what did you guys think of this Christmas special? Did you guys like it? Did you guys hate it? Comment below, let me know. And once again, hope you all enjoyed this review, and we'll see you guys later.